Before I start the video, I want to show you guys something. Guys, look what I got today. Isn't it so cutie patootie? Like, don't we look like twins? Like, tell me wait, let me change the camera angle because, one second. Which one is me? I'm not going to talk and like you have to guess which one's me. I bet you guessed this one right. You were wrong though. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about a serious subject. But you know, like, you always have to show, like, at the end of the day, there's always going to be a light. And, you know, you have to show, like, a little light. But the thing about the video today is that depression, pain, it can be invisible. But that doesn't mean it's there. Just like the saying, in our silence, we hide our loudest words, you know? And it's like, the thing about it is, you know, it can, some people, they're good at like not showing it. They're good at like putting on a mask and like showing another side, like you couldn't tell the type of person that, or like what was going on. But the thing about it is, that's for like that instance or that sentence of that I just said would go for, I guess you would say, more so the people who aren't like, who don't see, what is it saying, like there's more than that, there's more to what meets the eye type thing. So it's like, you guys realize like what's right in front of you, guys will pay attention to that, but like you won't really take it as anything else. Like some people, they're like gullible, I guess you could say. Like if you tell them something, like they're quick to believe it type thing. But then there's other people where like, people like me, where like someone will say something and then you'll be like like question it, and then like, you know, because again, you love when like words match actions. So like when you would hear something, you would be like that doesn't match what you just did. So it's like, I'm not too sure. And what I mean by that, and like the sense of depression, is that like, if you pay attention to how some people are, you know, the thing about depression is, as much, and it's not even just depression, it's about like any feeling, or like who you are as a person, the anger, the sadness, anything, you know, is that the things that we try to hide are our body language, our actions. They speak volumes to what it is. That's why it's hard to see that someone's struggling, but it's never too difficult. And what I mean by that is, the signs will be there. Like, someone's coming into work. This is someone you work with for like a year or so. You know, they're coming into work. You know their energy. You know their vibe. They're smiling. They're smiling. They're smiling. They're always laughing. They're always talking about good moments in their life. Yada yada yo. And then 1 week starts, and you realize like, they're not as outgoing as before. They're kind of quiet. Like, they're here, but they don't feel like they're really here. They're not moving at the same pace that they used to do before. Like, there's something going on. And those are like little indicators that, well, someone is going through something. That's why I say, like, it's always best to not like bring any other issues to someone's doorsteps, because you already don't even know what's going on inside the house, you know. So when you're bringing more shit here, it's like you're giving someone who's going through a hard time an even harder time now, because again, it's not so clear to certain eyes, but to some others you can catch it and you can actually see what they're going through. That's why, you know, it's always good like to compliment people, or just like give people like, well, like just like a sign that like it gets better or something. Like, there was this one girl I was working with, and like, you know, I would say hi to her. I never really worked with her a lot, but I would say hi, hi, hi. One day she came into work, one of her shifts, and the girl was like, she came in crying, and I was like, you know, one thing about me is, for someone who I don't really speak to, yeah, it is hard to just be like, oh, like, are you okay? You know, I know like I might not be the person you want to open up to, and you probably would say that you were okay even with tears in your eyes. So I was like, you know, I don't really have a strong connection with this person, but nonetheless, the least I can do for her is still show her like, girl, like, you're amazing, like, you're beautiful, like, you're all that. And the girl, like, I would compliment her and just be like, oh, like, your hair is nice, like this, oh, like, how are you, like, are you doing good, like, you know, just like trying to just like get her like motivated a little bit, because you know, like, when you're in the darkness, you still like to know that like there's a light at the end of that tunnel, and that you're actually heading towards somewhere, and that there's actually people still there, and that they still exist. And you know, that's why I say, like, you know, you just have to pay attention. And even if you don't know, it's like someone shouldn't even have to just be going through things for you to like wanna be kind and compassionate. You know, you should just do that generally. Like, being kind, it shouldn't come at a price. You should just do that because it's just a good thing to fucking do. You know, and again, and it's because again you don't know what other people are going through. Like, you don't know what's happening at home, you don't know what's happening at school, and then you're just coming here and bringing like a hard time to them. Like, don't be that person. Don't be the one who's giving them that extra push. They're already getting pushed and thrown the fuck around, and you're gonna be the one to give like the final one. Don't do that. Don't do that. Especially for you guys who know what hurt feels like. Why would you want to bring that to someone else? Hmm? Why would you want someone else out there feeling how you felt? Did it feel good when you were hurting? Did it feel good when you were sad, when you were depressed? It didn't. Did it feel good when someone was condescending you and making you feel like a piece of shit? No, it didn't. So why would you take that experience that you went through and now do it to someone else and make them go through it? How? Where's that? Where's the sense in that? You know, the things that you take in life, the things that you go through, it's something that it was hard for you. So why would you want to put someone else through the same hard thing that you went through? Exactly. Don't do it. Don't be that person. Don't be the one to fucking give that person the final push. Don't. Everybody has their own life, you know? And again, yeah, you should be focused on you, but even if being focused on you means being a bad person, well, you're gonna have to focus on you some more and fix some things around. Because at the end of the day, yeah, some people might say other people problems aren't my problems. Okay, exactly. So who are you to bring your problems to that person? Who are you to bring your negativity to that person? That person has nothing to do with you, right? So why are you bringing more issues to that person that they don't deserve? Why? Right. So that's why I say, like, you have to tread lightly. Like, life is a very delicate thing, and the thing about it is people are unpredictable. And I find the cool thing and most beautiful thing about life is the fact that we don't always like other people. You never know their true intentions. You never know exactly what's going on in their mind. Like, we're not mind readers, you know. And from that, the least we can do as human beings is still show people that kind people still exist, good people still exist. At the end of the day, if this person's breaking you down and making you feel like shit, there's still a person out there who's gonna be rooting for you and making you feel like you could go to the fucking moon if you wanted to. So be nice. That's my message for a lot of the time. It's just be nice. Be a kind person, you know? Like, you shouldn't have to be paid just to give fucking good vibes and just be a fucking good person and be genuine. You shouldn't have to be paid for that, you know? That's why, honestly, just do your best. When I say do your best, I mean do your best to be a good person. Because when I tell you guys, I'll keep saying it over and over, but the negativity, the bad things you do, catches up to you one day. And when it does, you're not going to like it. So stop it before it's too late. That's all I have to say.